I looked at some pretty random stuff the other day.
Like what?
Oh, well, a buddy's dad was talking about an Irish boxer who punched somebody in their kidneys. So I brought it up, and it's
like a video of it?
Obviously, that was such a vague. It didn't bring up anybody, but it just brought a bunch of Irish boxers.
Oh,
so I was reading about this Irish boxer, and it was talking about this fight he was in. He knocked this guy out in round 75 in a scheduled 80 round boxing match.
How many minutes were the rounds?
It didn't say per se. You could probably find how much rounds were, but it was.
Oh
it
my
was.
God.
We're talking like 1800s, like late 1800s, early 1900s boxing.
What? How was 80 round fight? Is it John L Sullivan?
It was him. Yes, it was John Sullivan.
Oh my God! Also known as the Boston Strong Boy.
Yep.
He was American, recognized as the first heavyweight. See, bare knuckle, that would be interesting. Let's read about
I didn't
that.
mean to interrupt.
No.
Get ready to say that. I interrupted you.
It's okay. Here we go. American boxer recognized as the first heavyweight champion of the gloved boxing, holding the title from February 7th to 1882 and to 1892. So this is a long time ago.
He is
recognized as last heavyweight champion of bare knuckle boxing. So anyway, so
when they outlawed bare knuckle boxing, John Sullivan was on top.
Oh my God!
There's
one loss. He had one loss, 40 wins, 34 were KOs. Interesting, dude. This is crazy. And only by the internet, by the grace of the good internet, did this sort of information survive. Because if someone say a class at college goes, "I want you to write about John L Sullivan," I'd be like, I don't even who the hell is John L Sullivan, you know? But someone, and this is my argument for Wikipedia and why, they always say don't reference Wikipedia. People with passion wrote this. People who love boxing or John L Sullivan or just Irishness in general wrote this. I didn't write this. You could write about bass playing, and you're so passionate about it. It would be fun for you to be like, this is how basses work,
Isn't it amazing when you look a random thing on Wikipedia and realize how recently it's been updated?
Sometimes that's a little sketchy.
Like 4 days ago, really?
But I feel like they have a pretty good...
Right there, right before later career, that paragraph, that last sentence.
Which one?
The Kilrain's manager.
Would Escape?
No,
This one? Oh, Kieran's manager finally threw in the towel after 75th. Okay, so I'll read it. On July 8th, 1889, 100 years before we were born. I was born. What year were you born?
87.
Oh, okay, so almost 100 years.
Yeah.
An estimated 3,000 spectators boarded special trains for the secret location, holy shit, which turned out to be Richburg, a town just south of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The fight began at 10:30, and it looked as if Sullivan was going to lose, especially after he vomited during the 44th round.
Who wouldn't?
But the champion got his second win, and after that, the Kilrain's manager finally threw in the towel after the 75th round. So this is like underground boxing.
How do you get a second win?
44 rounds in?
I watch wrestling. Was it fake?
Oh, look at that. That guy reminds me of... Dude.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. That's undefeated at that point. Sullivan did not defend his title for the next 4 years.
He's like 80 rounds. Fuck this.
Like, I need 4 years to recuperate.
Oh, my God. Dude, okay, so do you know The Art of Manliness? Check out The Art of Manliness. Oops.
Man illness.
I'm sorry.
Art of Man illness.
Apologize. I'm just typing as fast as I can. Look at this. See this? See his little logo right here?
Mm-hmm.
That looks a lot to me like... So is he basing that off John C. Sullivan or John L. Sullivan?
Well,
or is that like a common stance for boxing?
I think that's the look of the boxers of that day.
So look, he's looking off to the right in this photo.
He's looking south. Actually, no, actually here he's looking to the west.
He's looking to the west.
He looks to the west.
So I mean that's interesting because nowadays, if you look at a UFC fighter, usually they're like this, right at the camera, right at the person that we're looking at, versus looking off to the west.
They like to show the barrel chest in the old photos.
Look, this dude, he's looking right at you. He he's not a real fighter. This guy.
That guy's, yeah.
Whoever this guy is. Just kidding. Right at you. Same guy. Look, right at you. Nobody is doing the old school look to the west. Look.
You know what? Somebody can make some money. Somebody can make some money if they did the old.
I think so too. Somebody bring that back, because what's
in
more,
WWE they had an old school tag team called the Vaudevillains or Vaudevillains.
What's Vaudevillains?
They were just a tag team that acted like old school 20 wrestlers.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, they're doing the thing.
They got the pose. Oh,
yeah, they got the pose.
But it's still
they're still looking.
It's like a 45-degree angle towards you.
Mm-hmm. Dang it, there's no picture. We'll read about here in just a second.
One of them just got released though. They're no longer a tag team.
What do you mean? Released from the organization?
Yeah.
So here they're doing the thing, but they're still looking at you.
Yeah.
But they're at least somewhat doing the Sullivan.
They got
call it the Sullivan.
They got the mustache.
One of them has the mustache. They almost look like Tarzan in a way. Really interesting. Really interesting about that. But I want to read about bare knuckle boxing.
Well, I'm down for that. There was a.
So there it is again. Look
at there was a WWE
Irish American. Oh, John Sullivan. I think he might have popularized that. I think he popularized. I have no.
We're gonna say John Sullivan is the greatest of all time.
Well, I'm not going 80 rounds. I got my second win in the 44th round.
Oh, yeah, I ain't going 80 rounds.
We go 5 rounds. UFC goes 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I think. I think boxing might go 10. I don't know.
10 or 12. Yeah.
10 or 12. How about 80? This isn't a secret location that starts at a secret time. And there were 3,000 people. Can you imagine if Baxter had an underground boxing where 3,000 people showed up?
They not? I mean, if it was a secret and if it was illegal, how did they not catch 3,000 people in one spot?
You gotta think that like the cops were like,
they were in on it. They were
like,
paid.
Who's gonna turn that down?
Yeah.
Hey, Sullivan, did you hear about this fight that's gonna happen? Should we bust it? No, of course not. We're gonna go watch.
I mean, did the cops really want Big John Sullivan knocking on their door?
True that. True.
Oh, Sully's here.
Right. Sorry we broke up your fight. Like, yeah, are they going to arrest this guy? They went 80 rounds.